And swans are not particularly enlightened when it comes to childcare. And so we believe that old Grumpy drowned this pair's cygnets last year. But this year they seem to be okay. Of course, as it's very hard for most people to tell one swan from another, you're never quite sure which ones you're looking at. Now, on the left, this is an outfall from the water treatment works. And you can just about, maybe, see the bubbles. Sometimes of the year, the bubbles are really, really noticeable right across the river, and the water quality is obviously affected by this. Again, I have mentioned this to the Environment Agency. I'm sure it's all within statistically permitted guidelines. But all I can say is, from the point of view of a user of the river, it's quite clear that the water quality downstream of this is less good. That's how it seems to me. And what I mean by that is that there's much more algae and the scum floating on the surface of the water downstream. And also, just downstream around the corner, in the high summer, the whole river from here to Cow Bridge is a solid mass of water lilies. Now, I don't know whether scientifically that has anything to do with increased nutrient levels from the water treatment works, but that would be a guess that I would make. But I'm probably wrong, because I don't know anything about science, only about boats and woodwork. Now, this bit, you can see it's a bit algae-fied, and there's a tree here that's fallen into the river which stops the flow, and there you go, it's a perfect example. You've got red and green algae, or blue-green rather, and you've got a tree, not very big, but just big enough to clog the whole thing up. And as we look back, you can see the whole channel is clogged up with surface algae because of this one tree. Anyway, carrying on, we're going to see if we can get to Cow Bridge before the battery runs out. My cameraman may have views about that, but I'm going to paddle harder. So, again, we have these reeds in the middle, which seem to get worse every year. We have what is essentially here a fairly broad channel. In the winter, all the banks are obviously bare, and you've got 40-foot wide river here, which is 2 to 3 feet deeper when the river's full. And again, once see there on the left, once the watercress, as I call it, starts to go, it soon takes hold, and clogs things up a bit. Now we go around this big bend, and you can see the new housing development of Cow Bridge here, which is aesthetically quite a pleasant looking thing, really. They've done a pretty good job, I think. And certainly the residents find the fact that they can walk